Welcome back. The problem of elder abuse is growing across our area. Last year, more than 3,700 seniors from across our area reached out for help from the state. In honor of Elder Abuse Awareness Month, we are learning how to protect them. Marci Leffler works with Adult Protective Services, and she's joining me right now. She specializes in these cases. So, Marci, first just tell me a little bit about what Adult Protective Services do and who y'all serve.
We are with the part of the state, Texas Department of Family and Protective Services, and APS covers those that are 65 and older, or those 18 to 64 with a substantial disability. And we go in and we investigate any allegations of abuse, neglect, or financial exploitation. Neglect includes self-neglect, and we help provide services and bring them up to a place where they are safe and no longer in a state of abuse or neglect.
Yeah. Can you tell me a little bit about some of the warning signs that might stick out where someone might then need to eventually maybe reach out to you guys or step in?
Sure. I think, you just look at any kind of warning sign that shows that they're not able, you have an elderly person who's not able to care for themselves, not able to, maybe they don't have electricity, maybe they don't have water, they have some food insecurities. Obviously, all your signs of abuse, bruises, things like that are still something that you would look for. And I think just someone who's isolated, and unfortunately, a lot of our seniors, that's kind of the normal state. So we really encourage people to reach out to their older family members, their older neighbors.
Gotcha. And when those signs do start popping up, how do they get in contact with you guys, and then at what point do y'all step in, and what are kind of the steps there?
Okay, the steps are, the first thing you do if you suspect abuse or neglect of an elderly person, you would call our 800 number. That's right here, 1-800-252-5400, and you would make a report. From then, it is filtered down to, that's a statewide number that's filtered down to our different areas, and they would be put in touch with a local APS specialist who would start to do an investigation on the case. I would like to say that it is mandated by Texas law that if you suspect abuse or neglect that you report it.
Gotcha. What are some things that Texans can do to prevent this abuse from happening, so maybe they don't have to contact you guys, or they can step in before this gets too serious?
Great question. I think one of the things you can do is just be involved in the older people in your life, be involved in their life, know what's going on, be aware of their situation. So check in on your older neighbors, call your aunt or your uncle or your mother, whoever, just keep in regular contact with them, because I think isolation is one of the biggest risk factors involved, is because a lot can happen when someone is feeling isolated and has isolated themselves from their support systems.
Gotcha. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Marci, for all that information. Very important information, and you can see hotline here as well as the website, texasabusehotline.org. So if you do suspect anything like that, you can go there, or you can get more information as well at the website. We'll be right back with more news right after the break.